Welcome to Ohio Valley weather. Here's your comprehensive morning forecast for today. Good morning. I'm Tempest with your comprehensive national and local weather update for today, November 5th, 2025. Starting off with our national overview. If you're in the Northwest or Northern California, keep an eye on the skies. We have some unsettled weather rolling through over the next couple of days. There's a limited threat for flash flooding into early Friday morning, so if you're in those areas, be sure to stay alert and check local advisories. The heavy rainfall potential will continue to move down from the Pacific Northwest towards Northern California as we progress through Thursday. For folks in the northern Mid-Atlantic and southern New England states, high wind watches are issued for this afternoon into Thursday. Additionally, northern Montana will see these high winds on Thursday as well. So, if you're planning any outdoor activities, it might be a good idea to hold off until after those windy conditions pass. These winds could reach gusts up to 50 miles per hour in some areas, so make sure your outdoor furniture and decorations are secured. The southern tier of the country and parts of the Mid-Atlantic states will remain dry with generally seasonable warmth. As we move west to east across most of the lower 48 states today, we'll see a broad upper-level trough trying to develop near the Mississippi Valley by Friday morning. This will keep onshore flow from the Pacific and heavy rainfall potential in the Northwest down into Northern California. Looking ahead through this weekend and early next week, an amplified weather pattern is expected across the nation with deep troughs over the eastern U.S. and eastern Pacific. Between these areas, we'll see ridging developing over the west. This means several strong cold fronts will push south across the central and eastern U.S., bringing much colder temperatures to these regions compared to what they've experienced recently. Precipitation, some of it wintry in nature, will focus in the Midwest, Great Lakes, and Northeast, while the west and south central U.S. remain dry under this ridge. As we move into the extended national outlook for the coming days, significant shifts in our weather patterns are expected due to an amplified upper-level system taking shape across the country. The west will see warmer and drier conditions under high pressure, while the east is set to experience several strong cold fronts moving through, bringing much cooler temperatures than what we've been used to lately. As these cold fronts push southward, they'll bring a mix of precipitation with them, especially for areas like the Midwest, Great Lakes, and Northeast. Some of this could be wintry in nature, so it's important to keep an eye on local forecasts as we get closer to those dates. Meanwhile, the West Coast and parts of the south central U.S. are expected to remain dry under that high-pressure ridge. By mid-next week, things start to change again with a flattening out of the upper-level flow. This means more chances for precipitation in regions like the Great Lakes, as northern stream energy moves through western Canada and dives into those areas. The West Coast might also see an increase in rain or snow as a frontal system slowly approaches from the north. While our models are generally in good agreement about these broad patterns, there's still some uncertainty around the exact timing and amounts of precipitation, especially later in the week. So keep your eyes on your local weather updates to get the most up-to-date information. Now, moving into our Ohio Valley regional forecast. It's a bit of a mystery out there this morning as we're seeing some forecast data that's playing hide and seek. Let's see what we can uncover for each city in the region. Starting off in Illinois, it looks like our friends in Chicago might have to rely on their gut feeling today since we don't have any specifics for them at the moment. Over in Aurora, you're probably going to want to keep your umbrella close just in case. The same goes for Naperville. Just a little precaution never hurts. Moving over to Indiana, Indianapolis is also keeping us guessing this morning. Fort Wayne might be looking at a bit of drizzle, but we'll have to wait and see if it's enough to water those lawns or not. And down in Evansville, you're probably going to want your rain boots ready just in case the skies decide to open up. In Kentucky, Louisville is playing coy with its forecast this morning. Lexington might be seeing some clouds moving through, but we'll have to keep an eye on that one as well. Bowling Green could also see a bit of cloud cover today, so it's not all sunshine and rainbows out there. Ohio has us scratching our heads as well. Columbus is keeping things under wraps for now. Cleveland might want to keep their umbrellas handy just in case the clouds decide to let loose with some precipitation. And Cincinnati, you're probably going to want to check your weather app a few times today since we don't have much to go on. Over in Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh's forecast is also Mia this morning. Philadelphia might be looking at a bit of cloud cover, but nothing too serious. Allentown could see some light showers, so it's always good to keep an umbrella handy, just in case the clouds decide to get chatty with us today in Tennessee. Nashville is playing hard to get with its forecast this morning. Memphis might want to keep their rain gear close by, just in case we see a little bit of moisture moving through. And Knoxville could also be seeing some light showers, so it's always good to be prepared for whatever the weather decides to throw at us. And finally, over in West Virginia, Charleston is keeping its forecast under wraps this morning. Huntington might want to keep an eye on those clouds as they could bring a bit of precipitation our way. And Morgantown could also see some light showers, so it's always good to be prepared for whatever the weather decides to do. That's your Ohio Valley forecast. I'm Tempest. Stay weather aware and remember, when in doubt, check your local radar. For now, that wraps up our comprehensive national and regional weather update. Have a great day ahead and stay tuned for more updates as conditions develop. That's your forecast for today. Stay weather aware and have a great day.